Hey guys,
Day 2.
day 2 of slope-intercept form.
Mm-hmm.
This time, we are not going to give you the slope.
Ooh.
Slope won't be given. You will
Okay.
be given 2 points on the line,
Yep.
either on the graph or just given 2 points. So 3 steps here. Step 1, use 2 points to find the slope with this formula, which again is just a written out version of delta y
Yep.
over delta x.
Right.
Then we're going to use that slope and 1 coordinate to find b, which is our y-intercept, and then we're substitute it back in.
Okay. And guys, the way we say this is y2 minus y1. It is not y squared. Okay? It's y2, so it's a little guy.
Which means the second y.
Yes.
So you're going to have 2 ordered pairs. It'll make sense when we look at it.
Okay.
All right, so what equation in slope-intercept form represents the line that passes through the points 2, 1, and 5, negative 8? So I've got x and y and x and y.
Okay.
The first point are my x1, y1. The second one is x2, y2. So first step, use that equation.
Okay.
So y2 minus y1, so negative 8 minus 1.
Minus 1. Yeah, sorry. Up.
Highlighter.
Can you read that?
And then on the bottom, I'm going to do 5 minus 2. And then simplify this out. So negative 8 minus 1 is negative 9. And 5 minus 2 is 3. So again, this is good, but I can simplify that down to negative 3.
So negative 3 over 1.
Yes,
Or negative 3.
Right. All right, so there is my slope.
Okay.
So you might want to write slope or m or something so that you remember. Okay, now step 2. We're going to,
let's see, it said use the slope and 1 coordinate to find b.
okay, so I'm going to use my slope and 1 coordinate to find b. So I know my equation is y equals mx plus b.
Correct.
So y equals mx plus b.
Okay.
So I'm going to plug in.
You good with this one?
Yes.
Okay.
An x value and a y value. And I like that you chose that one, Whit, because there's no negatives.
I know, it's easy.
They're little bitty numbers. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the y value of that point where y is. So I'm going to put a 1. Then we have our slope of negative 3.
Okay.
And then x is 2
Plus b.
plus b. Okay, so then 1 equals negative 6 plus b. Add 6,
Yep.
add 6, and I'm ending up with 7 equals b.
Okay. So
Okay.
that is part 2.
Yep,
Even though
it's into step 3.
Okay.
Now step 3,
substitute the slope and the y-intercept
into
the
slope-intercept form.
Okay.
Cool beans. All right, so y equals negative 3. Oh, okay. Y equals negative 3x plus 7.
Got it.
Good.
So the only answer we're looking for is this guy right here.
But we have the steps written out for you so that you kind of know what you need to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
What is an equation in slope-intercept form of the line? It passes through these points. So again, we're going to do y2 minus y1. So I can look up here.
Okay.
My second y value,
Is 2.
so 10 minus negative 6.
Okay.
That's going to slip you up. Make sure it's always the number minus, and then if it's a negative, you have that other negative sign. Then we have negative 3 minus 1. So now simplify. Minus negative means plus positive.
Got it.
So I've got 16 over negative 4.
Okay.
Simplify this out, and I end up with negative 4 over 1,
Okay.
or negative 4.
So that is my m.
So part 1 done.
Okay.
Part 2, we're going to plug in a point, and I like either one. I
Yeah.
don't know. Let's just do the first one because they're
Okay.
littler.
You don't always have to do the first one. We just
Just
you
did.
choose.
All right, so, and again, I think it's important to circle it too, by the way.
Yes.
All right, so y equals mx plus b. I'm going to plop those numbers in. So
Okay.
negative 6 goes where y is. My slope of m is negative 4. The x value is 1, and then plus b.
Because we're trying to find b. So
Yeah, I got to
that's
figure
why
that
we,
part out.
Okay.
All right, so negative 6 equals negative 4 plus b.
Okay.
Add 4, and I'm going to get, what is that, negative 2? Yeah, negative 2 equals b. So that's my step 2. I found my y-intercept. Now I put it all together. Y equals mx plus b, so y equals negative 4 is my slope.
X is always there.
Minus 2.
Okay.
Now I put -2, even though it says plus b in my equation, because
In algebra, we want it to simplify it as much as we can.
you got it. All right. Oh my goodness.
How about you guys do this one?
Yeah, go ahead and try this one on your own, and we'll come back and pause it in a second. This
Okay,
is a
here we
doozy.
go. Yeah.
So our slope ended up being 1/2.
Mm-hmm.
Our y-intercept ended up being a fraction.
Yep.
Because again, we're leaving stuff in fraction form,
Mhm.
and here's what you should get.
There you go.
Okay. So what is the graph of 2x minus 1? So again, here's how you do this. Start with your y-intercept.
Got it?
Plop it on your y-axis. Use your slope to put more dots on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's test it out. Okay, so what is the graph of 1/2 x minus 1? So step 1, plot my y-intercept.
Okay.
My y-intercept is -1, so I'm going to go to -1 on my graph. I'm going to put a dot.
Okay.
Step 2, use my slope to put more dots on my graph. So I'm going to go up 1 over 2, because it's rise over run.
Right.
And I'm going to keep doing that until I get to the far right of my graph.
So I just keep going up, over,
Mm-hmm.
up, over.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
I'm
right.
out.
Okay, so you're out. Now you got to go back to your y-intercept,
Okay.
reverse your slope. Down 1,
and left.
over to the left, yep. And again, if it's not making a line, you didn't do it right.
Right. Now you grab a straight edge.
Step 3, connect your dots with a straight edge
Got it?
and put arrows.
Math rules!
You got it.
You got it, Far.
Arrows on the end.
Arrows on the end.
Okay.
The end. Okay, again, step 1, find my y-intercept of 4. I'm going to plot 4 on my graph.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Then I'm going to use my slope of -3, which is down 3,
So what's hidden underneath that?
a 1.
Okay.
So down 3 over 1.
1, 2, 3. Over which way?
To the right, always
Because
over
the
to the right.
positive.
Mhm.
Okay. To the right. 1, 2, 3. To the right. And we're out. So back up here. Up. And then left.
Then connect it and put arrows. All right.
I need the following students to the office, please.
Okay. So go ahead and do this one on your own.
Mansky, Jack Chanceving, Adam Baker.
Okay. Really?
Lexi
There it is.
Dillon.
And pause. Okay, and we just jumped to
Woo.
this new part.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should have had your points plotted,
Yep.
line, arrows on the end.
Yep.
Ready to keep going. Really?
Soraya Mitchell, good day to
Woo.
the office, please.
Get to the
Soraya
office.
Mitchell, good day to
Okay.
the
So the
office.
next one is
Whoops, I went 2. All right,
same thing. We're doing the same thing again. Step 1 was to
put my y-intercept
plot the
on.
y-intercept.
So-
-8.
So I'm going to go down 8.
Yep. So you're on the
1,
origin.
2,
Down 8.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just guess off the line.
There we go.
-8.
And then your slope is 4. So that means it's 4 over
4
1.
over 1. So up 4 over 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom.
And we keep going as many times as we can.
Step 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then I'm off the graph, so it'd be up here.
Okay.
Okay, then, well,
Tools are gone.
tools are gone. Of course they are. So I'm going to attach the dots, or connect the dots, I guess.
Yep. Make sure we have arrows on the end.
Make it a little bit straighter. And then arrows on the end. So then I'm done. And step 3 is what we just did.
Line. Mm-hmm.
All right. And it's really important that you use a straight edge.
Yes.
Use your ID, use a ruler.
Otherwise, that's a silly point that you miss every time.
Oh yeah, it's like worth the whole point, just having a
Right.
straight line.
Okay. A plumber charges a $65 fee for a repair plus $35 per hour. Write an equation to model the total cost, Y, of a repair takes X hours.
Okay, so repairs cost is Y,
Uh-huh.
and repairs is or X is hours. So
Total cost is Y.
right, and X is the hours,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I know I need to do. Ooh, I don't know if they're gonna be able to see. I'll do it up here. So it's Y equals. Nope, can't see that. Y equals. It starts at $65.
So you call him up. Hey, plumber, I need you to come over. He said, okay, it's $65.
Yep, he gets to ding dong,
Yep.
$65 I owe the dude.
Okay.
And then every hour that he's there, it's plus
35
$35
per hour.
per hour. And they want me to use X. I'm not using H. I'm using X. So here's my equation. And now we're just going to plop it on here.
Yep.
So I'm going
Now,
to,
Richardson, why is this just quadrant 1 graph?
because this is a real world situation. You
Got
cannot
it.
have negative hours and you cannot have negative money.
Got it.
Well, you can,
Well, you
but
can.
not-
You don't want it.
Not here. So we're going to have hours on the bottom.
Okay.
Hopefully you can see this, gang. Ooh, you sure can.
Yeah.
And on the side, we're going to have cost, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. I need to go up to, we don't know, I guess.
Nope.
So, should I just guess? I mean, I
Yeah,
know
I
it's,
guess.
it's going to start, it's starting at 65, it's going to go up by 35 each time.
Right.
So maybe I just start at like 50.
Sure, you can go up by 25s.
Okay, so I'll do 50 here, and then I'll do 100 here. So I'm doing 25s.
So notice that we can't just jump up to 150. You have to have a consistent interval the whole time.
200 and then $250. Let's hope he's not there that long.
Well,
And my hours, obviously,
just go up by, I mean, you
I
can
could
go up by
do-
half.
yeah, I
even.
could do 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5.
There
And
you
so
go.
it's up by 30 minutes.
Right.
So at 0 hours, could you come back in just a minute? Thank you. Could you come back, please? Thank you. 0 hours, it's $65. So I'm going to put a dot here.
Yep.
Then it's going to go up $35 from there. So
Correct.
here, do I need to make a table or can I just eyeball it?
You just eyeball it.
Could I just actually use my slope of 35?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go up 35. So this would be, well, good grief, where's that going to be at? 65 plus 35?
Where's our calculator?
Well, isn't that 100?
Yeah.
So then it's going to go here. Then up 35.
Mm-hmm.
So, good grief. Well, that's 25, so it's going to be about right here.
And over.
And then about right here.
Yep.
And then about right here.
Yep.
Think we're good. So again, it needs to be a straight line.
Yep.
And
Connect your dots.
here, we're still going to connect using an arrow, but
Only one.
only
arrow.
one arrow. Again, on this side of the graph,
Right.
not down here.
Can't go down.
Okay? A carpenter charges $45 fee plus $30 an hour for labor. Write an equation to model the total cost and what graph matches
You got
this. It's really the same thing, guys. So if I want to start, call the carpenter, y equals, hey carpenter, come over.
Yep.
Okay? It was
Hey, it's gonna be $45.
$45 plus
$35 per hour.
$30 each hour, and it's going to be the same.
Yep, we're doing the exact same thing. Okay?
You
Again,
do it.
Yep. Get the intervals along the bottom and the side that make sense for the situation.
So-
don't jump up to 30 all of a sudden.
Right. Right. Okay. So here's your lesson check.
Yep.
Step 1, step 2, step 3. Solving using that slope formula, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Later.
Bye.